The WNBA season is already delivering intense matchups. We saw one such game on Tuesday, May 20th, 2025. The Atlanta Dream traveled to Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. They faced the Indiana Fever in a highly anticipated contest. Fans were treated to a spectacular display of skill and determination. The game remained close from start to finish. It was a true battle between two talented teams. Both squads were eager to secure an important early season victory. The atmosphere in the arena was electric, fueling the players' intensity on the court. The final score read 91-90 in favor of the Atlanta Dream. This narrow victory was hard-fought. It demonstrated the resilience of the Dream. They managed to hold off a surging Fever team in the final moments. For Atlanta, this win was particularly significant. It served as a strong bounce-back performance. They had previously suffered an opening season loss to Washington. That game ended 94-90 just a few days prior, on Friday. This win showed their ability to regroup and execute under pressure, a crucial trait for any team with playoff aspirations. The game was a showcase of what makes the WNBA so compelling. There were incredible individual performances. Strategic coaching decisions played a vital role. The sheer physicality of the contest was undeniable. Every possession felt crucial, especially as the clock wound down. The lead changed hands in the dying seconds. This kept spectators on the edge of their seats until the very final buzzer. It was a testament to the competitive spirit that defines professional women's basketball, leaving fans eager for more such encounters. This matchup was more than just another game on the schedule. It offered an early glimpse into the potential of both teams. The Indiana Fever, with their exciting young talent, are looking to make a statement this season. The Atlanta Dream, under coach Carl Smesko, are aiming to build on their strengths. The intensity and closeness of this game suggests that both teams will be formidable opponents. They will likely be involved in many more thrilling contests as the season progresses. This game set a high bar for excitement. The Atlanta Dream entered this contest with a clear strategy. They intended to impose their physicality on the Indiana Fever. This approach was evident from the opening tip-off. The Dream players were aggressive on defense. They fought hard for every rebound. They were not afraid to use their strength in the paint. This physical style of play was a key factor in disrupting the Fever's offensive rhythm. Atlanta aimed to control the tempo and the interior. Their game plan was executed with determination and focus throughout the demanding 40 minutes of play. Indiana Fever coach Stephanie White acknowledged this tactic post-game. She stated, "They're going to push us, they're going to shove us, they're going to hold us." Coach White understood that opponents like Atlanta would test her team's toughness. She further elaborated, "They're going to do whatever they're allowed to get away with, and we have to figure out how to use that physicality against them." This quote highlights the challenge the Fever faced. It also underscores their need to adapt to such aggressive defensive pressure in future games. It's a learning curve for a team looking to climb the standings. The Dream's physicality was not just about random acts of aggression, it was a calculated part of their defensive scheme. They aimed to make every shot difficult for the Fever. They wanted to wear down Indiana's key offensive players. This approach often led to more contact and consequently, more trips to the free throw line for Atlanta. The officials had a tough job managing the game's intensity. The Dream understood the risk of fouls, but believed the reward of disruption was greater. Their commitment to this style was unwavering. This physical mandate from the Dream set the tone for the entire game. It forced the Fever to work harder for every point. It tested their composure under duress. While Indiana showed resilience, Atlanta's relentless pressure ultimately paid dividends. It contributed significantly to their ability to build and maintain a lead for most of the contest. This game served as a clear message from the Dream. They will be a team that uses its strength and toughness as a primary weapon throughout the 2025 WNBA season. Other teams will surely take note of this approach. The Atlanta Dream's victory was powered by outstanding individual performances. Brittney Griner was a dominant force for her team. She showcased her veteran presence and skill in the paint. Griner finished the game with an impressive 21 points. She also pulled down 8 crucial rebounds. Her ability to score inside and draw fouls was instrumental. It consistently put pressure on the Fever's defense. Griner's impact was felt on both ends of the floor. She anchored the Dream's physical defensive efforts with her size and experience, making it difficult for Indiana to establish an interior presence. Alongside Griner, Brianna Jones delivered a stellar double-double. Jones was a relentless presence on the boards. She contributed 19 points and a game-high 13 rebounds. Her activity level was exceptional. She consistently created second-chance opportunities for Atlanta. Her strength and positioning allowed her to outmuscle opponents for crucial possessions. Jones's performance was a testament to her importance to the Dream's success. Her synergy with Griner in the front court created a formidable challenge for the Fever's interior defense, a combination that will trouble many teams. Rhyne Howard also played a pivotal role in the Dream's triumph. She complemented the interior dominance of Griner and Jones with her perimeter scoring. Howard tallied 20 points for the game. Perhaps her most significant contribution came in the clutch. With the game on the line, Howard was fouled. She calmly stepped to the free throw line and made both shots. These crucial free throws ultimately gave Atlanta the lead and secured the win. Her composure under pressure was remarkable for a player who is consistently looked upon to deliver in key moments. The collective effort from these key players underscored Atlanta's depth and talent. While Griner and Jones controlled the paint, Howard provided the necessary scoring punch from the wing. Their combined offensive output was substantial. It was their ability to make big plays at critical junctures that truly made the difference. This victory was a team effort, but the star power of Griner, Jones, and Howard shone brightly. They demonstrated why the Dream are considered a team with high aspirations for this WNBA season, capable of competing with the league's best. Despite the tough loss, the Indiana Fever saw exceptional performances from their young stars. Caitlin Clark continued to showcase her incredible talent. She put up remarkable numbers across the board. Clark recorded 27 points, demonstrating her scoring prowess. She also dished out 11 assists, highlighting her elite court vision. Adding 5 rebounds, her all-around game was on full display. This performance followed a spectacular triple-double in the Fever's previous game. That was a commanding 35-point win over the Chicago Sky on Saturday. Clark is proving to be a generational talent. Aaliyah Boston, the Fever's formidable presence in the post, also had a strong outing. Boston was a force to be reckoned with. She scored 24 points, often battling through contact. She completed a double-double by grabbing 10 rebounds. Additionally, Boston contributed 4 assists, showing her passing ability from the post. Her matchup against Atlanta's physical front court was a key battle within the game. Boston fought hard and demonstrated her skill and determination. She continues to be a cornerstone for the Fever franchise, growing with each game. Kelsey Mitchell provided another significant offensive spark for Indiana. Mitchell's scoring ability is well known around the league. She added 24 points to the Fever's total. Her knack for creating her own shot and hitting timely baskets kept Indiana in the game. The combined efforts of Clark, Boston, and Mitchell formed a potent offensive trio. They were responsible for the vast majority of the Fever's scoring. Their ability to consistently put points on the board is a major asset for Indiana as they navigate the challenging WNBA schedule. Even with these outstanding individual efforts, the Fever fell just short. The combined 75 points from Clark, Boston, and Mitchell were almost enough. However, the Dream's physicality and clutch execution proved to be the difference. The performances from Indiana's key players offer a lot of optimism for the future. Clark's playmaking and scoring are transformative. Boston's interior dominance is a constant threat. Mitchell's offensive firepower is undeniable. As this group continues to gel and gain experience, the Fever will undoubtedly become an even more dangerous team in the league. Section 5, from the sidelines coaches' perspectives on a tough game. The strategic battle between the coaches was a fascinating subplot to this thrilling game. Atlanta Dream's coach Carl Smesko guided his team to a crucial bounce-back victory. After their opening season loss to Washington, this win was vital for team morale. Smesko's game plan clearly emphasized physicality. His team executed this strategy effectively, particularly on the defensive end. The Dream's ability to control the tempo for large stretches of the game reflected their coach's instructions. Smesko's calm demeanor on the sideline helped his team navigate the high-pressure final moments of the tight contest. On the other side, Indiana Fever coach Stephanie White faced a tough challenge. She acknowledged the Dream's aggressive style. Her comments about opponents using physicality against the Fever all season were telling. White is working to instill resilience in her young team. She understands they need to find ways to counter such tactics. The Fever made a strong push in the fourth quarter, outscoring Atlanta 25-15. This showed their fight and ability to adjust. However, the early deficit created by Atlanta's pressure proved difficult to overcome completely. White's experience, including her time coaching the Connecticut Sun last season where she had a strong record against the Fever, is invaluable. One statistical area that highlighted the game's nature was free throws. The Atlanta Dream made 25 of their 32 attempts from the charity stripe. In contrast, the Indiana Fever converted 16 of their 26 free throws. This disparity can often be attributed to the style of play. Atlanta's aggressive drives to the basket and physical post play likely resulted in more fouls called against Indiana. The Fever, while also drawing contact, were perhaps less successful in converting those opportunities or drawing as many fouls. This difference in free throw attempts and makes played a subtle but important role in the final outcome. Both coaches will take valuable lessons from this encounter. For Smecko and the Dream, it reinforces the effectiveness of their physical approach. It also highlights their ability to win close games on the road. For White and the Fever, it's another learning experience against a tough opponent. They showed they can compete and fight back. The challenge now is to turn these competitive efforts into consistent victories. The strategic adjustments and player development following games like these are crucial for long-term success in the highly competitive WNBA. Section 6. Down to the wire, decisive moments in a close encounter. The final minutes of the game were a roller coaster of emotions. The tension in Gainbridge Fieldhouse was palpable. After trailing for most of the contest, the Indiana Fever mounted a furious comeback. They showcased incredible determination in the fourth quarter. With just 21.1 seconds remaining on the clock, the Fever captured the lead. Aaliyah Boston was fouled and went to the free throw line. She coolly made the second of her 2 attempts. This gave Indiana a slim 90-89 advantage. It was their first lead since the very opening basket of the game, a testament to their perseverance. However, the Atlanta Dream were not to be denied. They quickly inbounded the ball and pushed for a winning play. Rhyne Howard, who had been a consistent scorer all night, took charge. She drove aggressively towards the basket. Howard drew a foul, sending her to the line in a high-pressure situation. With the game hanging in the balance, she displayed remarkable composure. Howard sank both free throws. This clutch performance put Atlanta back in front, 91-90. The clock showed precious few seconds remaining for Indiana to respond. The Fever had one last chance to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. With 9.1 seconds left, the ball found its way to Natasha Howard. She attempted a shot, hoping to be the hero for Indiana. However, her initial effort was blocked by the tenacious Atlanta defense. The ball came back to her, offering a fleeting follow-up opportunity. Unfortunately for the Fever and their fans, Howard's second attempt also missed the mark. As the final buzzer sounded, the Atlanta Dream erupted in celebration. They had successfully sealed a hard-earned one-point victory on the road. These decisive moments highlighted the slim margins that often determine outcomes in the WNBA. A made free throw here, a blocked shot there, these instances become magnified in close contests. Both teams displayed incredible fight and skill down the stretch. Ultimately, it was Rhyne Howard's clutch free throws and Atlanta's final defensive stand that made the difference. This thrilling conclusion provided fans with an unforgettable experience. It also served as a stark reminder of the importance of execution in critical late-game situations for both teams involved. Section 7, Season Implications, Early Tests, and Team Identity. This early season matchup carries significant implications for both the Atlanta Dream and the Indiana Fever. For the Dream, this victory is more than just a mark in the win column. It demonstrates their ability to bounce back from adversity. After an opening night loss, securing a tough road win against a rising Fever team builds confidence. It reinforces the effectiveness of their physical style of play. Coach Carl Smecko's squad showed resilience and composure in a hostile environment. This win helps to solidify their identity as a tough, defensive-minded team that can close out tight games, a crucial characteristic for playoff contention. For the Indiana Fever, the loss is undoubtedly disappointing. However, there are positive takeaways. Caitlin Clark, speaking after the game, framed it as a learning opportunity. She said, "We wanted to win this game, but this is great for our team. A little adversity. How are we going to respond?" This mindset is crucial for a young team. Clark also praised her team's effort, adding, "I have to give my team a lot of credit. We never gave up." Facing such physicality and still pushing the game to the final second shows the Fever's competitive spirit and potential for growth throughout this long season. Kelsey Mitchell offered a more critical assessment of the Fever's performance. She commented, "Today we failed miserably as a group because there were certain things set in stone for us to be effective from quarter 1 to quarter 4. Mitchell pointed out inconsistencies, stating, "Our lulls were too low. They can't be that low. We don't have that margin for error." These comments reflect a desire for higher standards and consistency. Such introspection is vital for development. The Fever understand that to compete at the highest level, they need to perform consistently for the entire game, not just in spurts of brilliance. Ultimately, this game serves as an early barometer for both organizations. The Dream have shown they can win tough, physical battles. This sets a positive tone for their campaign. The Fever, while still seeking consistency, have proven they possess the star power and fight to challenge any opponent. The lessons learned from this intense contest will be invaluable. Both teams will use this experience to refine their strategies and improve their execution. The WNBA season is a marathon, not a sprint. How teams respond to early tests like this often defines their trajectory. Section 8. The anticipated rematch, all eyes on Atlanta. The excitement from this thrilling encounter will not have long to dissipate. The Atlanta Dream and the Indiana Fever are scheduled for a quick rematch. The two teams will face each other again on Thursday. This time the game will be played in Atlanta. This quick turnaround provides an immediate opportunity for both squads. The Fever will be eager for redemption. They will look to implement lessons learned from Tuesday's narrow defeat. The Dream, on the other hand, will aim to defend their home court and prove their first victory was no fluke. Adding to the anticipation, the venue for the rematch has been changed. The game was originally scheduled to be played at the Gateway Center Arena. This venue has a capacity of approximately 3,500 seats. However, due to the immense interest, particularly surrounding Indiana's Caitlin Clark, the game has been moved. It will now take place at the much larger State Farm Arena. This arena boasts a capacity of around 17,000. This move underscores the growing popularity of the WNBA and the significant drawing power of its stars, especially a transcendent talent like Clark. This upcoming game in Atlanta promises another intense battle. Both teams will have fresh memories of their recent clash. Coaches will undoubtedly make adjustments to their game plans. Players will be looking for individual and team improvements. The Fever will need to find ways to counter Atlanta's physicality more effectively. The Dream will focus on maintaining their defensive intensity and offensive execution. The larger crowd at State Farm Arena will create an electric atmosphere. This could provide an additional boost for the home team, the Atlanta Dream. The significance of this rematch extends beyond the immediate result. It offers a chance to see how quickly teams adapt in the WNBA. For fans, it's another opportunity to witness some of the league's brightest stars go head-to-head. Caitlin Clark's presence continues to attract unprecedented attention. The matchup between her and the Dream's established veterans will be a key storyline. This game is not just a regular season contest, it's a marquee event. It highlights the growing excitement and engagement surrounding women's professional basketball. The league is clearly on an upward trajectory. Section 9. Physicality in the WNBA, a defining element of competition. The game between the Atlanta Dream and the Indiana Fever vividly illustrated a key aspect of modern WNBA play: physicality. The Dream's deliberate use of strength and aggressive defense was a defining factor in their victory. This approach is not unique to Atlanta, but their commitment to it was particularly evident. As Indiana Fever coach Stephanie White noted, teams will continue to employ physical tactics against her squad. This highlights a league-wide understanding that disrupting talented offensive players often requires a robust defensive presence. The ability to withstand and counter such pressure is becoming increasingly crucial for success. This emphasis on physicality presents a challenge for all teams. Players must be strong, resilient, and mentally tough. They need to adapt to varying levels of contact allowed by officials. The balance between aggressive play and avoiding foul trouble is a delicate one. The free throw disparity in the Dream Fever game, with Atlanta attempting more shots from the line, can be partly attributed to this dynamic. Teams that can impose their will physically without consistently sending opponents to the line often gain a significant advantage. It is a skill honed through practice and game experience. The evolution of the WNBA game has seen an increase in both skill and athleticism. With this evolution comes a more intense and physical brand of basketball. players are stronger and faster than ever before. Coaching strategies often incorporate elements designed to leverage these physical attributes. This doesn't detract from the skill and finesse that are also hallmarks of the league. Instead, it adds another layer of complexity and excitement to the competition. Fans appreciate the tenacity and toughness displayed on the court, alongside the dazzling offensive plays. In conclusion, the Dream's win over the Fever was a compelling showcase of WNBA action. It highlighted star performances, clutch plays, and the critical role of physicality. This element of the game will continue to be a major storyline throughout the season. Teams that can effectively harness their physicality, both offensively and defensively, will likely find themselves well-positioned for success. The WNBA is a league defined by its incredible talent and fierce competition. The embrace of toughness and resilience only adds to its captivating appeal for basketball enthusiasts worldwide.